Hi guys, this is Paul Semtex Daley here at Tiger. I've got a fight coming up in about 5 weeks' time over at Legend MMA over in Russia, fighting a tough guy called Alexander Yakovlev. I was fortunate enough, there's a lot of Russians out here who know a lot about him. So I've been training with those guys and they've given me the full rundown. Maybe some stuff I didn't pick up on from watching his fight. So I'm pretty much happy fighting wherever the fight goes for this fight. I think the advantages lie on the feet with me. You know, I think that I've got the power, obviously, to knock this guy out. I've seen him be troubled by smaller, lesser heavy hitters in previous fights. I've seen him be flustered and be uncomfortable, and I don't think those guys have near enough the same punching power or power in general that I have. I always predict that my fights are going to end by knockout. You know, I pride myself on finishing fights, whether it's a knockout from standing or a knockout from ground and pound. I see the fight being won by knockout. And to be honest, if I'm going to win in Russia, I have to knock him out. So.
Anybody that stands in front of Paul Daley and gets clipped with one of those missiles is in big trouble. I don't think there's a man in the division that can get hit by that guy and not be on Queer Street.
As far as my fight career, last time I was here, I was preparing for Strikeforce against Masaki. A very tough fight. You know, he was ranked top 10 in the middleweights. He beat Henderson by decision and stuff like that. The fight didn't go in my favor. I personally thought if you're going to score a fight on damage and takedowns, and I won the fight because I scored the most takedowns. I'd done the most damage while the fight was on the floor. He was the aggressor. He's a very tough guy. He was walking through a lot of my stuff and he was throwing back. He hit with a knee to the body. But you know, it wasn't one of my greatest performances. But I don't think the fight was scored right. But I'm past that. I'm not bitter about it. What's done is done, and I'm moving on. I think he's since retired. But you know, he was a great fighter. Then I went over to Bellator after being released from Strikeforce. I requested it at the time. I was going through a UFC buyout, and I was caught up in that. And I just like to fight. I like to keep active, and I fight best when I'm fighting regularly. So yeah, we got the Bellator contract. First fight went absolutely great. Went in there against Rudy Bears, knocked him out in the first round, and then we hit a stumbling block. Went back to the UK. And we had some issues there regarding an altercation, just an altercation of a night out. And it led to me, although not convicted, it led to me not being able to apply for my visa at the time. They pumped the story up to what it was, and that was scrapped. So on with Bellator, where we're at now, we're with Legend, and we're with BAMMA. We have a free fight contract with BAMMA. It's the UK and Europe's, one of Europe's premier promotions. I got 3 fights there. They're to start after this fight in Russia. So I'm going to be active for next year, especially because it's non-exclusive. I haven't been speaking to Dana directly, but I've spoke to Ariel Helwani and I've emailed Joe Silva. You know, it didn't happen this time round. It got a lot of hype, got a lot of attention. You know, it was on most of the MMA forums and most of the front pages of the MMA media outlets. So it got pretty far. You know, every other interview, Dana was being asked, "You're gonna bring Paul Daley? You're gonna bring Paul Daley back?" Which is great for me because I didn't start the story, and it's great to know that the fans and people in the industry, they want to see me back there because I was just happy going around knocking people out, and people thought I was deserving of being back in the UFC, and it got that far. Saying that, because it got so far, I never really had it in the back of my head before. I was just happy winning, being free, and just fighting, and enjoying what I do and stuff like that. But because it gathered so much momentum, it is in the back of my mind now over the next 12 months to continue to win. Win this fight in Legend, win entertainingly in the 3 fights in BAMMA, and maybe really start something myself. Maybe go over to Vegas, maybe speak to Dana, maybe you know, get my manager to do something, or really make a real push for it rather than the fans doing it, you know, really make a professional approach to it, emailing, talking to Phil, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm putting in some crazy hours, up 8 o'clock, running, then pad work, shadow boxing, straight into the MMA gym on the mats, doing technique for an hour, and then we're rolling for, you know, 30 minutes, and sometimes after the session we do like a fighter, 3 5-minute rounds for the fighters and stuff, like shooting, sprawling, all the stuff you hate to do when you're tired and stuff like that. So it's good, and then I come back in the evening either with a one-to-one session or I do the advanced class again. But it's good. I'm here to train. I don't mind putting in, it's a beautiful environment, and I don't mind putting in the work because that's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to sit on the beaches and go and find other recreational activities that are out there. Yeah.
Fighting out of Nottingham, England, Paul Semtex!
Tiger style, tiger style, tiger style, tiger style.
Allow me to demonstrate the skill of Shaolin.
November 8th, Alexander Yakovlev, you're a very tough guy. You call yourself the bad boy. I don't have to call myself the bad boy. I do my talking in the ring. My record is proven. My knockouts are proven. You're just going to be another number, another victim of a Semtex knockout. Be prepared, my friend. Be prepared.